Since December 31st, 2017, the Common Reporting Standard is in place. Therefore, countries belonging to the OECD, excluding the United States, they automatically report financial information to other tax offices. So basically, how does that work? First of all, you have to bear in mind that a good proxy of hiding proceeds, hiding income, and therefore bouncing, dodging, or evading tax is financial information, how much money you make. So it's hard to tell that you made no money and then you keep accruing your bank accounts, that your bank account gets fatter but you don't have any income. It's quite hard to do that, especially because in many instances you pay tax on a cash basis. And by the way, this only works for professionals. CRS does not involve company accounts but personal accounts. So since 2017, it's easier to get trapped and to get busted if your tax strategy is to hide your money on an overseas account. So, but it's important to know what kind of information they supply. So basically the CRS standard requires every account to be disclosed to individuals disclosing their country of residency. So whenever you sign up for a bank account, you disclose the country in which you're resident. Therefore, they automatically exchange information with that country. Or they might also ask you if you have any other tax identification number in a foreign jurisdiction. So if I, an Italian, set up a bank account in the UK, I have to disclose that A, I'm a tax resident of Italy, and B, which is my tax identification number of Italy, or if I have any, or if I have none. So in that case, the CRS will report the balance of my bank accounts at December 31st. And on top of that, they also provide information about the income generated, which can be dividend, can be interest, can be capital gains and losses. However, the CRS has a big problem. And this recently happened to a client of mine because he received a non-compliance letter. So upon being exchanged the information by the CRS, the Italian tax office issues letters saying, hey, it appears that you did not disclose your foreign held assets. However, we have that information on file. If you want, you can amend it yourself. So this is a nice way to say, hey, before we start that and we start an investigation, we charge a full fine. If you want to self-assess and pay minimal fines, it's fine. But remember that we have you on our radars. But remember, the CRS information is not accurate, and let me tell you why. So this client of mine made a big capital loss on that year during 2017. However, the CRS standard does not account for base cost in transaction. So it appeared that he traded a volume of 30 million euros during 2017. However, he realized the capital loss. And if you think that that guy had 30 million euros, you are totally wrong, because he was trading that amount, not making proceeds on that amount. He didn't trade 30 million, he made trades up to 30 million on any given year, but they did not account for the base cost. And therefore they assume that this taxpayer dodged tax didn't disclose income for 30 millions and therefore had to pay tax around 7 millions. So that's crazy. So what do you have to do? Well, you have to supply the proper information. So in this case, my client properly did not disclose its bank accounts because he had less than 5,000 euros on that. And on top of it, he did not disclose the financial loss because he decided he would stop trading and not to carry forward any losses. So beware that the CRS has you under the radar, but they might have wrong information because their system has its own fallacies. So my advice to you is A, if you didn't file, well, there's nothing you can do, but at least keep all the information on track. And remember that the tax office has 7 years to run an investigation on you. Lapse at that time, you cannot do anything, but it's extremely important that you start being compliant from today onwards. And if you don't know what to do, you need to have a better tax strategy and talk to your accountant to avoid to fall under these things. And by the way, always retain all your information, all your financial information. Do not toss it away whatsoever, because this becomes very handy whenever the Italian tax office has wrong information on your file.